A couple of months ago, I got a taste for the extreme Japanese team racing scene, and I was hooked. Now I thought a 65-minute half marathon followed straight up by a sub 30-minute 10K equivalent was brutal. But today's event takes place on a volcanic mountain range and features some of the nation's strongest runners. Oh, and there's one more thing. After putting it all on the line in the last Ekiden, my body was completely broken, so can I even come back in time for the race? So the last time we checked in with the Nanyo Higashi Okitama team was for the legendary Yamagata Ekiden. You remember that 3-day action-packed relay spanning the whole prefecture? It's basically the Tour de France of running. What was once just a local event was turned into this international phenomenon. As the Ran to Japan army took over the live stream, the English comments were flooding in, and the locals were left absolutely baffled as to what was going on. But it was quality seeing the Ran to Japan army get behind it, and everyone seemed to absolutely love the event. I guess it's such a distinctly Japanese culture that you don't really see outside of here. Well, guess what? I've had no choice but to come back for round 2. We've got another Ekiden on the cards today, but the only slight problem is I'm currently completely crippled. So actually making the start line is going to be the toughest challenge of all. So 6 AM on a Saturday, but the squad is still out, pounding pavement, training for the next Ekiden. It's a classic Japanese style, up early, smash it out. But for me, I've just got a jog on the cards today, as there's no point in worrying about the quality yet if I can't get the quantity in. That's my biggest tip for building mileage. It's how I went from 8 months off running to 200k weeks in the space of a few months before leaving the UK for Japan. All I cared about was getting the daily plods in. Nothing fancy, no sessions, just keeping the runs super easy and controlled, and naturally I got quicker in the process without even trying. It's the classic saying, to get quicker, you have to run slower. So once I've got that base back, then I can start reintroducing some intensity. So we've got a whole load of boys out today. It's good actually getting back involved with the group. That whole load of runners that I met at the Yamagata Ekiden from, it's actually Yamagata University team just there. And then we've got up here, the Nanyo team, the ND Soft boys are out as well. Still popping this morning, good fun getting back involved. Even if I'm just jogging, just the atmosphere, yeah. It's quality to be around it. It's so dead just doing the solo bike rides and my tiny little jogs recently. It's felt like forever since I've been part of the squad, but yeah, I gotta get back involved soon. But the question of how soon is still up in the air. Will I be back in time for the Ekiden race? We'll have to find out later in this video. 鈴木さん、久しぶりですね。はい、ジョグですけど、腰、ゆっくり元気になってます。ああ、じゃあ少しずつの方がいいですね。はいはい。はい、これからね、ビルドアップ。Now, while there's no Marathon Monk sessions on the cards yet, that doesn't mean I can't still get the old legs spinning. Just doing a couple flat out sprints, not quite able to break 4-minute Ks, but boy, it feels bloody hard. Absolutely shifting there. So a good way to get the mechanics shifting again is to just hit a couple strides after these easy runs. But as you can tell, I'm well and truly stuck in cart horse mode at the moment. So the squad are moving along nicely with the Olga Ekiden in mind. This race is taking place way up north in the prefecture of Akita, which somehow seems to be even more remote than Nanyo. But this Olga Peninsula in the middle of nowhere attracts a horde of Japanese warriors every year. And while the competition is fierce, the landscape is the most formidable foe of all. Good luck finding more than 100 meters of flat ground up here in these mountains, where the 8 brutal stages of the race take place. But first, we've got a trek of a journey to get up there, so I think a pit stop's needed. With an akimbo carb meal on the cards here, I've gone for the noodles comboed with a seafood and veg rice bowl for that double goodness, followed by a quick gambling sesh on the famous Japanese crane games. Alas, thwarted by those crafty machines again. Now the prep for this Ekiden was looking a little different to the serious business of the last Yamagata Ekiden. We stocked up on crates of beer and then hit the tallest slope we could find in the area for a flat out 1K time trial down it. Ah yes, the ideal race shakeout. Oh, hiya. Now, to heal up the torn muscles caused by that, a team sesh in the onsen was needed. Understandably, no footage from these nude outdoor heated baths, which are an absolute staple in the Japanese culture. But then we got some banging scran at the Hotel Inn, featuring an array of goodies. And then it was down to business with the team meeting. Sorry, I meant nomikai. Another classic tradition here of a heavy drinking party, although not typically performed the night before a race. I guess all those beers are just great carbo loading though, right? Now, if we take a look at this start list, it's not hard to spot my name, Jake Barraclough. But the question is, am I actually towing the line? Let's rewind to earlier that week when I tried my first interval session back. Right, it is a big moment. I'm currently lacing up the Hyperion Max. I don't think I'm quite worthy yet of using these actual Hyperion Elite with the proper carbon plate. You've got to be putting a bit of speed in to use them, but these are a nice little in-between as I build back into sessions. I thought this would be a good one to film because actually the last probably decent session I did before the back problem, this is way back in like February time, was 3x3K, and I'm going to repeat that today to see just how different it is. The last time I knocked it out, it was probably one of my best sessions ever. I averaged 255 with 1K float in between at like 315 kind of pace. So it was a mad session. Actually, the boys that I did it with, the ND Soft boys, ended up running like 61-minute half marathons, maybe 62 for a couple of them, straight after that session. So I'd like to think I was in about that shape before. And I can assure you, I'm not going to be getting close to that now. I think what I'm going to aim for is maybe 330 a K. I feel like that would be a nice check mark, and then we can obviously build it back up from there. Now, this classic session spot in Nanyo brings back some pretty traumatic memories. It was actually the scene of the crime where I did my final session just after the Yamagata Ekiden, and I was left practically paralyzed at the end of it. I've got to conquer my nemesis today though, and hopefully I'm not crawling to the hospital afterwards this time. So I've not got some great memories from this course here. It's a lovely setting, but since moving up here, I've not had great success. Hopefully this can be the turning point and I can make it back home in one piece. Right, the warm-up's done. Let's go get it. 3x3K. Oh, come on, let's go. So when you're coming back from rock bottom, it's easy to make some big jumps in fitness. And from being in 3-hour marathon shape and 4-minute Ks feeling flat out just a couple weeks back, I'm now able to touch on 330s. But by no means is it comfy, especially when the elements are against me. Okay, that's one rep down. That was a proper battle. I was just about able to hold 330s. The only trouble with this course, it's always killer with the wind. Like you always get either headwind or tailwind. It's so hard on your own. So that means it should get easier on the way back. But ideally, yeah, you'd have a squad doing this. But I'm obviously still a long way off being able to train with the ND Soft boys again. I need to be feeling easy running 3-minute flat threshold pace again before I consider jumping back in for a proper sesh. And the biggest positive from that, I was actually looking at my heart rate towards the end, and it was about the same there running 330 a K as it was last week doing 4-minute a K. That's how quickly the fitness, I guess the mechanical session fitness can come back. Like week on week, I should be making rapid jumps, but I've got to get through the rest of this session first. 2 more reps. Whoa. Come on. So I might not be able to train with the pro team yet, but the good thing is I've still got the Nanyo team who are very strong runners themselves and all great guys, so I should still be able to have some training partners as I build back. And rep 2 here is getting hard, but I've missed this feeling of just burying yourself. Easy running doesn't come close to this kind of sadistic ritual that we put ourselves through. Right, I'm working hard, right on the edge. Like it's a tough effort this. But managing to just crawl along at 330s, keep that going. Got 1 more rep now. I think I've always been good at judging what kind of shape I'm in. I can always know kind of coming into a session as I'm building back like this. Like, yeah, okay, I'm in about 35-minute shape. That's why I set these 330 per K. I hadn't done any sessions before, but just based off of the bit of jogging and steady running I'd done, I felt like, yeah, this was a solid aim to go for in the first one. God, I'm absolutely dripping though. It's brutal. Oh shit, okay, there goes the recovery. Typical influencer behavior. Too busy getting his video to focus on the session. It's sickening to see. But this final rep here is where that motto on my chest is put to the test. And before you ask, yes, the merch will hopefully be dropping soon. I'm doing everything I can, but trust me, it will be worth the wait. Wow, that was pretty tough. I guess that was the part one. The real test is, can I warm down without actually breaking my spine like last time? It was good to get the legs moving though. So much more fun than just jogging about slowly all day. And luckily after this, there was no emergency services needed. I wasn't exactly fresh as a daisy though. And so now back to the Olga Ekiden, where the risk was unfortunately just not worth the reward this time around. So I was hoping I'll be able to get back in shape, back into proper training to be able to actually do this Ekiden. Like after the Yamagata Ekiden, it was so much fun. I was like, oh, I've got to get involved again. But I think I learned from that Ekiden that coming back too quickly, yeah, it's a little bit too fatal. I basically tried to rush to get back into shape for that. Because obviously this back problem had been going on forever. Like after Tokyo Marathon, I had about a month off, no training at all. And so when I eventually got back into it, I think I only had a couple weeks maybe, starting from scratch completely, to try and get into shape for the Yamagata Ekiden that I built up very quickly. And obviously I did manage to get in decent shape for the race. I outdid my expectations, just thanks to the team, I guess. You have to deliver when the pressure's on. But then obviously after that, my body was absolutely crippled. It didn't help, it was 2 flat out races in the space of 3 days. Usually you'd have like a whole week recovery after an all-out half marathon. This time, I was straight back in round 2. But then I thought this time, yeah, there's no point in absolutely hammering the training, try and get back. Like it's not worth putting me out for another month or so. So I'm just on support duties today, which includes a front row seat to the action in the support car. So I'll take you along for the ride. Now let's hear from the team boss, Nakagawa-san.
YouTube デビューね。
やった。
さあ、大賀駅伝、外国人のため紹介してください。どんな大会ですか？
大賀駅伝は全国から有名な大学生とか、
はいはい、
あと社会人チームとかできて、
強いチーム出ますかね。
強いチームがいっぱい。あとアップダウンしかないコースで。
そう、コースやばい。山みたい。全部アップダウン。さあ、山形駅伝、登録者みんなすごいって言いました。山形時代比べたらどうですか、大賀駅伝。
大賀駅伝、その10代駅伝にも出てるチームがほとんど出てるので、もう県内のチームもあと県外もレベル高いメンバーばっかりで、実業団チームも出る。
実業団も、わあ、さあ、何曜のチーム目標何位ですか？
目標は6位入賞。
頑張りましょう。
言いたいところだが。
Let's go! OK! Nice! 英語でメッセージありますか？
ファイト!
Let's go! 完璧です。
So funnily enough, the Japanese word for let's go when you're shouting support at someone during a sports event is actually faito. So I don't think we'll be seeing any scraps during the Ekiden, unfortunately. So the race is kicked off now. They're on the first leg. We're here at the third one, changeover point. See all the teams getting ready, preparing for battle. Just like with the Judan Ekiden, it's on YouTube, it's a whole live stream, you can follow along. That's what they do so well with the coverage here compared to overseas. Like, even though this is not exactly a huge race, like there's not spectators and stuff lining the course or anything, but still the coverage is so much better than some of the major world marathons there. And that's despite the challenges of being in such a rural area, where even getting phone service is a struggle. But now, who's my next interview victim? How about the youngest member of the team, Tomu, who's about to pick up the sash for his leg?
Interview time!
全部英語。
英語だけ。
英語単語でいいから。
ノープレッシャー。
何聞かれるか分かんないように考えるの。
そう。フリースタイル質問だけ。
大丈夫。日本語で大丈夫。
どうですか、感じ。
超緊張してます。
緊張して
ます。
何キロ
8.1 キロで。
目標は何分ぐらい？
目標は10位、区間10位以内で。
めっちゃアップダウンコースだね。
アップダウンコース。
外からずっと下り。
下って登って。
ラスト登って。
ラスト2キロ登って。
So the interesting thing about this race is it is exactly that, a race, instead of a time trial, which a lot of races nowadays have become. Due to the brutal course, times are eliminated completely, and all that matters is placement and battling it out against the other teams. So I think it makes it way more fun and entertaining as a result.
最近練習どうですか？
最近練習はちょっとだけ。
なんでちょっとだけ？
いや、ちょっと勉強、
仕事だから。
そう、公務員になるために。勉強で。
英語勉強どうですか？
全然ダメ。
登録者だいたい多分 90% 外国人。だから少し英語のメッセージありますか？なんで駅伝楽しいと思いますか？
ギャラリーいっぱい。
あ、そうそうそう。
ギャラリーエンジョイ。
エンジョイ、エンジョイ。
ハッピーハッピー。
ハッピー、ハッピー。パラパラじゃん。頑張ってね。ありがとうございます。
Alright, now it looks like the action is kicking off as the top teams are approaching the changeover for this leg.
Right, we've got the Nanyo team coming in here. トムファイト頑張れナイスランでしたお疲れ様です
Now it's time to take chase and hit the course ourselves. In the team car, we've got the speaker to shout encouragement or abuse at our runners, depending on how they're looking, and also a supply of beverages to keep the boys fueled up throughout.
We've got a diet jelly being administered mid-race. And a lactose drink. There's some interesting fueling going on here. Right, they're closing fast behind. We've got a couple of teams here. Haito! Gamare!
So Ekidens are an ever-changing race with different specialists on different legs, and especially on this course, the dynamics can change constantly throughout. Now, as well as being a great training session for these boys, it was also a cracking opportunity for them to study English. So I was instructed to deliver my support exclusively in my mother tongue.
Faster, faster! You can do it! Water time! Haito, let's go!
So with the English lesson complete, it was on to the next leg. And the fans go absolutely wild. As you can see, the course atmosphere out here in the middle of nowhere on one of Japan's most isolated peninsulas is slightly different from the Yamagata Ekiden. I think what made that so legendary was that the local community got so into it, especially on that day 3 leg of mine that finished in Yonezawa. The streets were lined with spectators shouting my name, which definitely gives you that extra boost.
いいよ、陸の方動いてるよ。そうそうそうそうそうそう。さあ、ナイスラン。
Nice run! Nice run! Let's go! Haito!
So watching this just makes me want to get stuck in there again. All I want to do right now is be racing, but I guess this time around I made the smart call. Disgusting, I know.
Last, Haito! Nice! So we're currently in a battle for the top Yamagata team. A whole bunch of those teams that we raced in the Judan Ekiden, Yamagata Ekiden, are just near us. We've got Nagai, which is one of the local towns. They're just ahead. I think Otsu's just gone past them though. So we've got our best runner on this leg here. This is the longest one, 11.1k I think it is. It's moving well here. So the course here is absolutely brutal. Take a look at this hill. It's been going on forever. I don't know if the camera's even doing it justice. It's an absolute monster. It's basically mountain climbing. So the war for prefecture bragging rights continues as we battle it out with the other Yamagata-based teams. Now, as this relentless race progresses and the legs get more and more strenuous, I think a much needed distraction is in order. Okay, English time, English time. 今から English only. Let's go. Last 1 kilometer. Come on, kick, kick, kick. Downhill, flying, looking strong. Easy. Come on, last. Let's go. Pick up the pace, come on. Nearly there, let's go.
So this Ekiden was less of a hardcore performance event, but the vibes were still immaculate, and it was a good laugh being involved in any capacity. But it definitely sparked the fire inside me to get back out there soon and pound those pavements. Especially as the senpai of the team unleashed a ferocious kick at the end to burn up his much younger rival and secure an extra place at the finish.
Lasto! Gamare! Lasto! Nice run です。おー、すげえ。
So 11th overall out of 30. A solid result for the boys all round.
お疲れ様です。イェーイ。ファンファン。Easy? Easy だった
Very easy.
Very easy, very easy. 問題じゃないね。
残念です。
みんな英語勉強したね。走りながら、イングリッシュタイム。わかったわ
かりました。
そうそう、ダウンヒル、下り。
So it seems my immaculate English sensei skills have paid off. So that was the Ogre Ekiden there. Great fun, very good vibe they had. Compared to, I guess, some of the other Ekidens, much more chill. Obviously, had the Nomikai, they're out drinking the night before, so it's not the most serious competition, but I guess the top teams, the university ones, are still absolutely flying. They were way off at the front. We were battling it out with the other Yamagata teams. It made me think, oh, I've got this brutal decision next year between London Marathon and the Yamagata Ekiden again. Coming here for this, just experiencing the Ekiden again, it's definitely got me swaying towards Yamagata. I think London might have to wait. Can't believe I'm saying it, but it's crazy. The local vibes here, the team culture, you just can't beat it. But don't worry, I'm not exactly lacking patriotism still, as you can tell by the next clip. So I may not have made the start line this time, but fear not, racing season is just around the corner. Actually, when this video comes out, just a week after, I'm gonna be racing over in the Philippines, kicking off my comeback for real. Also, at the time this video comes out, I will hopefully be celebrating England. Oh shit, hang on. Wait, I'm literally recording this live. Oh fuck, I don't even know if I can show this. I know the copyright's very strict, but oh god, this match is too stressful. England in the World Cup, looks like we might have just given away, have we given away a pen? 3-1 up against Mexico. Hopefully when this video comes out, we've safely got past Mexico. We've also hopefully got past Norway, and we're lining up a semi-final showdown against potentially Argentina. Ooh, the action is just too much. I can't do it. Come on, England. Come on, the boys! Oh, Jesus Christ. They've gone and given the pen. This game is giving me a full-on heart attack. You may never see another video again because it's just too stressful. It's far too much, this. Right, I need to wrap this video up so I can watch the pen. I will catch you in the next one. This has been Jake with Run to Japan. Remember, train harder, not smarter. Let's go. Come on, England! It's coming home!